The next episode of Like Father Not Like Son podcast with me. And you. Yeah. Sounding a bit gravelly. This week we're talking about something that everybody has seen at some point in their life.
The sky.
Well, it's as consistent as the sky. Shall I tell it?
Yeah.
Adverts. Everybody knows adverts. Ever since they're a kid, they have adverts, don't they? Like on television. Yeah.
Soft as your face.
Well, that's what I'm saying. An advert can make such a hard impact on you that you can remember it for the rest of your life like that.
Yeah, it made because it made me fucking sick. That's why.
Why did it make?
Because it was this grotty child. Mummy, why are your hands so soft?
Grotty child.
Don't any fucking work. That's why. Little lazy bitch. Yeah.
Well,
stuff like that.
They can have a profound impact on some people. Like they can ingrain in your head.
Ingrain on my nerves.
Like for example, a lot of people from my era remember like the Cocoa Pops advert. You know, the rather have a bowl of Cocoa Pops.
I can't remember that.
Yeah, for a lot of people it seems to be like the.
Bought him.
No, but it was on telly all the time. So for a lot of kids now, well, that are my age, like the mental screensaver is, I'd rather have a bowl of Cocoa Pops. But there's nothing else going on in the brain. It's just that.
Beer at home means Davenports.
What, when you were a kid?
Yeah.
How strange.
Beer at home means Davenports. Pick up a leaflet from our drive and this real cheesy git in an overall and stand there like and the bloke who had glasses on and a bald head. And you go, cheers.
Nice.
Remember that?
Yeah?
Yeah. Beer advert, you see. Goes up right out.
Well, that's the thing, like, they obviously broadcast that kind of stuff before the watershed existed.
I probably stayed up late.
You rebel! Stopping in after 9.
I was allowed to stay up late on a Sunday because it was Dr. Finley's case book.
Ooh, that sounds exciting.
Incredible drama series about doctors in Scotland.
Right.
It's snoddy.
That sounds incredibly lame.
Yeah. And Janet, the housekeeper.
What about her?
Hey, Dr. Finley, I think I'm pregnant. Do you think it's something in the air? Aye, lassie, your legs.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, anyway, that's that advert.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, like, you mentioned the alcohol thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, years and years ago, there was something much worse that was being advertised as a great thing.
Certainly not McDonald's.
No, that's still being advertised now. Oh God.
Yeah. Fags.
Yeah. Well, cigarettes for those in America is not one. Yeah.
Marlboro Man.
Well, there was
Navy roof cut.
there was all these things, but they were being advertised in a really strange way. No, they were being advertised in a really odd way.
Health benefits.
They were claiming that it was great for you, even to the point where they had doctors saying that it's a recommendation. We've got an advert if you want to have a gander.
It's trying to cough in the guts with about half a gallon of
going, it's great. Yeah, I feel really great.
Coughs up a gallon of phlegm on the pavement, and then some comes by and bloody walks in it and slips and breaks the leg. Yeah, I told you smoking was bad for you.
I want to see that as an anti-smoking advert. That would be brilliant. But yeah, we've got this advert from the 1950s that claims that it's great with a, and I quote, doctor. Be the judge of it, if you will. Okay? No. Take a look at this one then.
Let's have a look.
You know, if you were to follow a busy doctor as he makes his daily round of calls, you'd find yourself having a mighty busy time keeping up with him. Time out for many men of medicine usually means just long enough to enjoy a cigarette. And because they know what a pleasure it is to smoke a mild, good-tasting cigarette, they're particular about the brand they choose. In a repeated national survey, doctors in all branches of medicine, doctors in all parts of the country were asked, "What cigarette do you smoke, doctor?" Once again, the brand named most was Camel. Yes, according to this repeated nationwide survey, more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette. Why not change to Camels for the next 30 days and see what a difference it makes in your smoking enjoyment? See how Camels agree with your throat. See how mild and good-tasting a cigarette can be.
Yeah, there's that. But the interesting thing I found with that particular advert,
them doctors have been paid.
Well, no, I wouldn't even say they're doctors. I'd say they got some guy to put on a white jacket and go, "This guy's a doctor."
Who's the bureau at the end?
What, some lady? They just had some lady. What they did back then is that in adverts or anything, they deliberately picked the most attractive person they could find in order.
Obligatory, are they?
Well, they would do that because then they try and make it look cool and like.
That's
This is what you want, kids.
That's what they were done then, wasn't it?
No, I know, but I just love how they could just put a guy in a white jacket. He's a doctor. You know. I wonder whether. I wonder whether we went through like doctors, like whatever doctor school type thing that they have to do, and they put a white jacket on him. You're now a doctor.
Fucking end up before.
Yeah, I know. Here he is 3 weeks later with lung cancer. I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
Oh, very strange.
Yeah, but that's how they would used to back in the day. They would push their brand. They would literally use house professionals. I mean, that's an out-and-out lie, isn't it? I mean, come on. You can't say that it's great and doctors recommend it. I mean, Jesus. Even back then, like, when not everybody knew about it, you can still tell it's not that great for you.
Well, I say they were getting paid. That was it, wasn't it? That was the way tobacco companies did it.
It's bizarre, though. Like,
Yeah,
it just seems... Yeah, it's...
You hear of doctors saying it's good to smoke, then I mean...
That's what I'm saying, is using that. Yeah, that's mental. Can you remember back in the day... there was, they don't have them now, but they had like informational type adverts.
Public information.
Yeah, I've been scouring through a few of them recently.
Pathy News.
Now,
Pathy News.
What does that mean?
That's the name of the fucking thing, isn't it? Pathy News. P-A-T-H-E News.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
But I've been scouring through these things recently, and I've come across some.
Oh, leave our stomach line.
Lovely. I've been coming across some really like bizarre ones from back in the day. It's I don't know why they did these certain adverts though, because they have such a small amount of people that they're trying to reach.
Right.
You'll see what I mean with this one. This one was done in 1975.
Well, that's not that long ago then.
Yeah, I know. And you'll
back in the 70s.
You have a think of how when you watch this, have a think of how many people actually own this. Okay?
Well,
this particular thing that they're trying to deter people. Okay.
A grain pit looks like a sandpit to a child. It looks like somewhere nice to play, but it's not. It's like quicksand, or it's a way to drown without water. It will suck a child down before you can save it. So keep the children away and put a grid on it.
Who owns a grain pit? Like, they did a national advertisement of this. In the country, there are probably about 5 people that own a grain pit.
That depends on
now,
how many grain stores there are.
How strange. Yeah, but how odd. How many people own this? It would have been cheaper for them to have literally gone to probably the 5 people and put a gold-plated grain pit.
Back in there, there would have been loads more grain farms.
How many people would have owned this?
Fuck no.
It'd have been about 5 people. There's no way. It's like saying to some other people, like, do you own an aeroplane? If you own an aeroplane, don't leave the keys available because a child could get in it. And you don't want a child to be flying that aeroplane around. It's madness.
That was quite interesting.
It just seems ludicrous that, as I say, you could get like a gold-plated thing and put it on their thing, or you could just call them up and go, you know that grain pit
That
you
might
own?
have been from the Sunday afternoon. He used to put farming programs on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, but again, it would be much cheaper. Just ring them up. Ring up probably the 10 people that own a grain pit.
They didn't have the phones. You don't forget this is pre-mobile phone day.
This is 75.
Yeah, we didn't have fucking mobile.
They didn't have a landline.
Yeah.
This is madness. Why would you spend this much on an advert?
He'd probably be out in the field rescuing his children from grain.
Oh shit! There's all these fucking grain pits everywhere. Jesus!
Yeah. What do we do?
There's fucking hundreds of them.
This child drowning in this vat of grain, or shall I go and answer the phone? Keep treading grain. I'll just go and answer the phone. Some twat's ringing me.
Fucking hell!
To sell me double glazing.
Now what they did? What they did back then? They rang up and tried to sell you grain pits. Apparently, there's this mass influx of people owning grain pits. Oh fucking hell! Next door, I got a bloody grain pit, just like everybody else again. Oh, But the really weird thing I found with that is obviously they used that doll, didn't they, like sinking down, and they had that sinister voice of like a child could get consumed. No, but the here's an example.
What job for you, little Jimmy?
Come into this grain pit.
Your life. I just want you to go in this grain store and slide down into oblivion. Yeah. Don't worry, we'll hold your hand, well, till the last minute.
No, poor old Johnny.
No person who lost Johnny. We would just feel my fingertips slipping away from you.
Lovely.
Into oblivion.
No, but the really odd thing is obviously like this was before like watershed and stuff, so children would have seen this.
Like freak them out.
Yeah.
Won't play it.
Yeah, but I don't see why kids would be like bombarded with grain pits in this period of time.
Because a lot of kids played on farms then.
Right. What, in like London and places
Not about
like that?
fucking London.
Oh fucking hell! Here's another bloody grain pit. Falling over them.
Because there's nothing else out of London. There's vast areas of the UK that were farmland before it was all built on.
Yeah, all fucking grain pits now.
Before farms went out of business.
Bloody everywhere.
I mean, if we'd have played in a farm, we were told, you go and have an accident, you'll not do that again. Well, there you go then, innit? You don't go near the grain pit.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go near the grain pit. Why? Because my dad said if we fell in, we'd drown, so you don't go in. We behave yourselves then.
For some reason, they felt that children back in the day would, for some reason, climb electricity power lines.
They still do. Kids nowadays still do.
Now, watch closely.
That's
For
all
the thing I personally like as a filmmaker, watch closely at the end when this kid is at the top of the pylon, top of the electricity thing.
What's he doing? Getting a kite down or something?
Yeah. He's fetching it. That's an amazing guess. He's fetching a kite down off this electricity thing. But look at the body at the end. And this is during daytime television.
Yeah, like
children watching this, right?
Yeah. Oh,
just take a look at this.
Them days.
Yeah. You would be mentally terrified by this as a kid. Watch this.
Have a look.
He was stupid. Trying to prove how tough he was. I'd have got them kids.
Why do you fly your kites around here, eh?
We thought it would be okay, but the wind changed.
Lucky they let go of it. They'd have been electrocuted.
We should have told the police.
Suppose he never knew about high voltage electricity.
You're crazy!
He ignored the danger signs.
Leave it there!
He was stupid. He wouldn't come down. He didn't know electricity would go through the kite. He'd just jump through thin air.
Climbing pylons can kill. Don't take a chance with electricity.
They literally have him exploding and falling out of the pylon. This is daytime television.
Don't take a chance with electricity.
Yeah, but they have him.
Yeah, well, they've got to over-elaborate it, haven't
They
they?
have him falling out of the thing and smashing to the ground. Well, Obviously, that's just like a doll thing, but they've got like this rag doll figure like falling down.
Yeah, but like twats nowadays, they know full well not to go on a railway, so they show you these adverts now to stay off the railway, but folks are taking fucking selfies. So at the end of the day, you're stupid. Fucking well climb up things and go on railway. Lads.
Again, though, who goes, oh, let's fly a kite in front of this electricity pylon?
Fucking kids don't realise, do they?
I don't know. When I was a kid, I wouldn't think, oh, let's go near this big power station. That's a safe
where
place.
You live when there weren't no fucking power stations for starters.
They know
in open space, but if they were concentrating, not defending it, but they were concentrating on the kite. It drifts across, doesn't it? They're not going to be, oh, it's got caught up in them wires. But the interesting bit is there, that got caught up in that pylon, right?
Yes.
So therefore, the electricity was going through it, wasn't it?
Yeah, it would have been like...
So if that kid had still got hold of that fucking car...
Yeah, he'd have been like, you know, going mental. Because that's the thing, it would have had current going through it. But like, to my point though, is that a thin, flimsy little kite like that, wouldn't that have just caught fire?
Probably.
Exactly. This advert is even inaccurate. I'm not having this.
Does this dude land on the floor then, riding in agony?
Oh, they cut it, but they cut it at the point where he's falling, but they show like some rag doll figure like falling down. Yeah. He's just like collapsing down this thing, as they say, and like, beware of electricity pylons.
No, not too bad.
But yeah, these... I don't know these.
When, the 70s?
This one, I think 60s? This one's the 80s.
80s?
It looks a bit 80s-ish. But I don't. These kind of informational things, you don't really see them anymore, do you? They've disappeared.
I gave up on them because the fucking kids are going to do it anyway. I can tell the bastards. They always think they know more anyway.
Yeah, but
find out the fucking hard way.
Hang on a moment.
Look right, look left. Oh, fuck you, I'm going to cross the road. 30-ton lorry comes down. Well, I was trying to tell you. The kids down there, don't fucking tell me what to do. I fucking know everything.
Don't walk out in front of this car. Fuck you.
I had that when I was younger. I would creosote my fucking fence.
What?
What
did you say?
I said to this kid, don't touch it, son. The creosote will burn your fingers. Must have been about 4. You know what the bastard
4?
said? Yeah.
Right.
Don't you fucking tell me what to do. I was going to fucking touch it. Burn you little bastard. I had to go in and eat a cushion because I was fucking angry. Bastard.
What did the kid do when you were like, fuck you then?
I know, he just fucking ignored me. Probably went home and practised some more swear words. Bastard. Try and help him, but they didn't want to fucking know. You fucking know everything. You fucking 4, you little bastard. Fucking let him get on with it. I was tempted to leave the fucking lid off the pot of creosote and shove his fucking head in it.
Oh my god.
Sick. Lacking in discipline, that's what it is, pal. Lacking in discipline.
My theory why they don't have these information videos anymore.
It's a waste of time.
I think it's because of this next one.
Nanny state.
I think it's because of this next one.
No,
this was broadcast in, I believe, the 70s again, but this one...
you got something about the 70s today.
Yeah, because they mainly existed in this time period.
Ew, 60s, 50s,
but the
40s.
The real interest, this one's my personal favourite. This was broadcast in daytime to very young children.
Well, didn't these children ever go to fucking school?
Well, obviously, probably on like a weekend or something like that. But you know what I'm saying. This was.
I used to watch Tiz was.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I wasn't a child then. I was in my 20s.
Yeah. But the thing, this was broadcast for and targeted at young children. Bear that in mind when you watch this.
But children didn't watch so much television in them days.
What do you mean? Well, they played out a lot.
Outside playing. You're not staying indoors all day watching television. Never anything on it.
Well, the irony of that is the advert is kind of warning people of the outdoors.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, watch this one. This one's my favourite.
Wind me up and all that.
No, it's a brilliant one. I want to see this one come back. It's so great.
I am the spirit of dark and lonely water, ready to trap the unwary, the show-off, the fool. And this is the kind of place you'd expect to find me. But no one expects to find me here. It seems too ordinary. But that pool is deep. The boy is showing off. The bank is slippery. The show-offs are easy. But the unwary ones are easier still. This branch is weak, rotten. It'll never take his way. Only a fool would ignore this. But there's one born every minute. Under the water there are traps. Old cars, bedsteads, weeds, hidden depths. It's the perfect place for an accident.
Oh, look, there's someone in the water. Quick, use that big stick to get him out.
Sensible children. I have no power over them.
Oh, mate, that's a stupid place to swim. Hey, go over and get that thing to wrap him in. You don't have to feel cold, mate. How long was you in there? Ew, what thing?
I'll be back.
Oh, that was good.
I don't know, that black figure, like Grim Reaper, it would traumatise a child. I mean, a child, I think that would have the opposite effect. A child would watch that advert and they go, fucking hell, I just watched that advert, I better go and unwind at the swamp. Gotta go and like relax myself after that traumatising advert.
There weren't so many scary things out for kids, was there?
I don't know.
So therefore that maybe
that black figure looming behind them children.
Nowadays, they're so more used to seeing these so-called scary characters through various types of games and all this crap. The kids nowadays aren't scared, are they?
You reckon?
Yeah, well,
I don't know if you had a big black figure looming behind you going, watch out, children.
It's not what they do it, is it?
This branch is looking rather weak.
There's still folks drowning in fucking open water now, and especially this summer.
Moving away into like normal like adverts.
Normal adverts. Is there any such thing as a normal advert?
Well, this is the question that this is the question that we're gonna. This is the question we're gonna raise. When you think
Viagra, is it?
No. When you think about playing computer,
good for me, isn't it?
No. when you think about playing computer games, no. Yeah, you think
yeah.
But people would usually associate that with fun and enjoyment and it's cool and new and whatever, right?
Fucking boring.
Yeah, but kids, younger people would associate it with fun. Yeah. Now, when the PlayStation 3 first came out, they put out a really bizarre advert. Now, it doesn't even, I don't think it even represents the games that they're advertising or anything. It's really creepy. Yeah, it's really eerie and creepy and like
creepy one. So we're traumatizing.
Yeah.
From the 70s.
Well, this
one
would definitely scare kids, but this was actually banned because it was being broadcast in the daytime to let kids buy the PlayStation 3, but it was actually terrifying them instead. It was scaring them instead of making them want to buy it.
Evidence that it was scaring them.
Well, they had complaints from parents, and they were saying that it shouldn't be broadcast anymore.
No, do about the cost of it or like that.
Well, I would certainly be scared by the price of it when it first came out. But
that's half the answer to it, then, isn't it?
But yeah, this did the opposite effect. So we'll take a look at this one. What was that? That was for a PlayStation 3, a console, something that families would play, something that maybe kids would play.
Scary, what did it
No, it was something. It was like Play Beyond, As in, like they
What
they'd
was the
try to
fucking relevance of that doll?
the creepy doll making weird sounds and stuff.
And its
What?
eyes turned.
Yeah, and they were turning different colours, and its face was contorting. Like, this is supposed to be a console for families. How does that make any sense towards games?
I need to understand that.
It makes no sense, does it?
Beyond me.
They had, I think they got in some guy that was like some artsy guy that wanted to like push something out that was totally different.
Fucking psycho.
I know, it looks mental, doesn't it? But yeah, that was put out.
Anybody knows?
Nobody knows what it
That
actually.
was. Fucking write it down on the back of a paper.
Honest, nobody knows to this day exactly what the director of that particular advert was getting at.
How the hell did it get passed in the first
I know
place?
there were people that were sat in an office that watched that and thought that represents our.
Looked at that late on a Friday afternoon when they're all fucking off for the weekend.
I think so. I think they're out of ideas.
I'm gonna go now. I'm just gonna manicure my fucking nails, get my jacket on this fucking coach, and fuck off for the weekend.
Mental though, isn't it? Though? Like, it doesn't represent the console. It doesn't do anything. I mean, the couple of generations previous with the older consoles, they had like family friendly Crash Bandicoot and like little animated characters. This time they had a terrifying baby that looked like it was possessed.
Well, that's not anything you've seen up to now.
I know. I could argue that is more scary than the dead, creepy Grim Reaper guy wandering around the swamp. Yeah. How weird is that?
Stupid, if you want my opinion.
I think that's terrifying for like you see a kid. Oh, I want to buy the new PlayStation, Daddy. Oh, the trailer's come out.
Fucking kid, won't it? Mum and Dad, that's what I want for fucking Christmas and my birthday.
Yeah, but he soon changes his mind. I haven't seen that.
I'm fucking having it because it's too expensive. For starters.
I think the kid would be traumatised if he'd seen that.
Traumatised with mine because he wouldn't be allowed to have it. I said, I ain't paying that money for it. You go here. I was fucking take up a career in thieving and nick one.
Take a career in thieving.
Yeah.
That's how you advise your kids.
Yeah, the only way I'd have one of them is go and jaw
As if you fucking nick it.
Yeah, nick it, because I ain't buying it. I ain't
Lovely.
paying money on that shit.
Parenting 101.
Yeah. How expensive is it? Fucking have X amount of money. Well, you're not fucking having it then, are you?
Wow.
I think we are made of money.
Well, yeah, so if the kid wasn't traumatised enough by the advert, he's then got his parent going, oh, fucking having that.
I was lucky.
You got to go out and fucking nick it if you want it.
Yeah.
Well, the last one before we go, we've got one more that has been dubbed the most scariest advert ever. This is an advert, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't even know until the end, but this is an advert for ice cream. An ice cream company put this out.
Is this American or British?
I believe it might be American.
Oh, they're just a
but
fucking
I
prize.
think, I'm not 100% sure.
Don't the accent give it away?
I can't remember. But
Let's
we'll
see,
find out in a
let's
moment.
see.
But
I can't wait for this fucker.
it's been dubbed the most scariest advert ever.
Yeah.
It was banned immediately after coming out because it terrified so many people.
Get fucking authorised.
And this one, I think, is the worst of the bunch, and it's the worst I've ever seen. I saw this on television just before it got banned when I was younger, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Really?
Yeah, genuinely, it's
So
terrifying.
I ain't seen this ever.
I don't think you'll have ever seen this,
No,
and you
well.
may not want to see it again.
Yeah, fuck off.
Let's
see.
take a look.
There's good reason for my glistening skin, and how I shine, and how my pores are so clean and clear. I eat little baby's ice cream. It keeps me young. It keeps me light on my feet. I spring from activity to activity. I love my job. I love my life. When you eat little baby's ice cream, you'll wink and nod and hug and high-five each other with great enthusiasm. This is a special time. Little baby's ice cream.
What the fuck was that?
They're saying it fucking eats babies.
It's terrifying.
Fucking hell, that's like out of Alice Cooper's stage show, that, isn't it?
Scooping it out of her head with a psychotic look on her face. That's
Well, it
mental.
looked like he was covered in fucking sick.
I know, but like, that the dead look in their eyes, it's terrifying. Who thought that would be a good idea? That went through a boardroom, and people said, "Yeah, that'll advertise our baby's ice cream pretty great."
Okay, I fucking tell you what, I'm glad they want a fucking chocolate flake in the fucker. Christ knows where the fake from.
That's
Fuck
terrifying, though.
Hey?
How did that get through?
I don't fucking
You know?
fucking stupid.
That's like right out of a horror film.
Didn't look like fucking ice cream anyway.
No.
It looked like puke.
It looked horrible, but like that has been classed as the scariest advert ever.
I don't say it was scary, but it was just.
Imagine a child watching that.
It depends what. Well, I suppose it would be put. I don't know.
That is terrifying.
Baby's ice cream.
Yeah. So that's marketed at probably like it's very young children that are either like toddlers
parents or that.
Yeah. Think fucking hell, I'm not buying that ice cream. You know, bollocks to that. You know, it's terrifying.
Oh, yeah, I see the point.
I know. Yeah. And on that creepy note, we're going to call it a week.
I'm going to go get myself an ice cream, I think.
Yeah, I feel like a bit of baby's ice cream.
Yeah, for an ice cream and a swim.
Yeah, I'm going for a swim in the swamp. You know.
Run out across the road, coming down.
Yeah, I might fly a kite near a lot of electricity pylons as well.
Yeah, could do that.
Let's do them all at the same time.
Holding an ice cream while swimming.
Yeah.
And juggling green corn.
Yeah, and make sure you don't fall into that green pit. Yeah, the moral of the story from this week is stay indoors, don't watch adverts anymore, hide away.
Don't
So
do any impulse buying because you're just falling into the hands of the advertisers.
The more you know.
Bastards.
Yeah. Right, well, we'll see you not next week, but the week after. We're like a bi-weekly thing on a Tuesday, so keep an eye out for us on that.
Every other week, then.
Yeah, it's every other week now,
Every other week.
and yeah, you can find us on Facebook at Golden Cup Productions. You can find us on YouTube at Golden Cup Productions.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Bye.